I'm in the stream room. Oh my god. I kicked the door down and I got in. No pink chair, just the shitty chair. That's a corpse. I'm gonna talk about the subtlest, tiny little signs and symptoms that you might be a trans woman maybe. And I have a glamorous assistant. But just gonna help me. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna talk to you about these things. Maybe
why would I know
there'll
any?
be micro reactions that people can analyze. You're in an icky video again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Say something.
It feels very I don't know what to say.
Don't say that. Kinda missed you. Friend.
So crazy. You ever thought about being more than friends?
No.
Because I haven't.
God, no.
I haven't
No,
either.
never.
That's
No,
wild.
That would be horrible.
That would be gross.
I'm ready. Do you want to know a sign that you might be a trans?
Yeah.
I like it when people call them a trans.
A trans?
It's kind of really funny when people say that. This
Yeah.
was one of my subtle signs, and I didn't know that it was a sign. Playing as the girl character in video games, and D&D counts as a video game in this situation.
I played Minecraft when only the Steve skin was available, and
Yeah.
there's now like an Alex.
I'm just saying.
So I play as Steve.
I'm not
I got my
grilling
own
you.
skin.
This is not an interview. I'm not trying to catch you out. I was simply just stating.
You.
But as counter evidence,
Yep.
would you like to load up your Call of Duty right now? I used to be like, at the time, pre-transition, be like, yeah, I'm not a girl in real life, so why, I'll just play the girl character. Like, I want to try something new. I did it in D&D. I did it in every game. Every time I played Pokemon, I'd pick the girl character.
Oh,
My
man.
Pokemon Go had a girl character.
That's a flag.
And then
That's not a red flag. That's a pink, blue, and white flag.
and I liked it, so I bought the premium. And now I'm here.
I feel like I had the opposite, where I was just like, I've got to pick the guy character because I'm a guy. In that
Yeah.
way. Like it was in my brain, like for completely different reason. I was like, I can't. That's gay.
One of the things is like, I think it's on this list, a general aversion to anything feminine. So my thing.
Editor, take out what I said about the everything
Oh,
so
wait.
far. I'd be like going to bed,
Yeah.
and I'd be sleeping in that one position that's like the one leg up thing where you're
Yeah.
like laying on your front, and I would correct myself because that's
Sleep like
too
this.
feminine.
So I didn't like my name. I thought Ashley was too girly.
It is girly. That's fucked up.
Thank you. I didn't grow my hair out.
Yeah.
I didn't try and wear I wore really baggy clothing or something. Anything that seemed too girly in some way. I had a real aversion to it. And I got told by a bunch of partners that I had really feminine mannerisms, and I was like, no.
No. There's nearly zero stereotypical feminine things that I genuinely like.
Really?
Yeah. This is the one exception.
This one is pretty obvious, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Trying on female clothing.
I don't know what that is.
Again, this is something I did that didn't make me question it. I
Okay.
did it a couple times, and I was like, yeah, okay. I had this back in the brain desire
Yeah.
to just wear the clothes.
Right.
And when I put them on, I was like, okay, I'm not going to question this any further than this. I didn't know what trans people were.
But I waited until adulthood, so none of it would pop up in a big icky video later on in life.
There's a good chance you're transgender.
Oh.
You heard it here first.
Keep
Keep in mind, this is a difficult path. This is the path here on the road.
I genuinely don't know the first time, but one of my earlier, because it happened a lot, because people just did my makeup at school.
Yeah.
And then I went to a party, I got some shitty wig, it looked awful, and I was drunk the entire fucking time. It was great.
Was it a fancy dress party?
No.
One
What?
subtle sign that you might be trans is you decide that any party is a fancy dress party,
No,
and you
no.
come in a wig and a dress.
It was not my choice. One of my friend said, yo, come, I've got this dress that's gonna fit you. Try it. I went, okay.
Every trans woman is extremely jealous right now that
Why?
you had a friend be like, hey, come try this dress on. I said to a friend or something, I was like, I'm really jealous of women's fashion. They have so many more options. Guys just have t-shirt and jeans, and there's so many different things.
You hit every flag for a bit. How did no one tell you?
Somebody did tell me eventually.
That's another
And you know what? Somebody told me because of some of the things that I've said earlier.
Yeah.
And then when I told my friends that I was transitioning, one of them was like, yeah, I always thought. I was like, what?
What? How? How did you know? Even though I always talk about it, and whenever the subject comes up, I give every flag saying that I'm trans. How did they know?
Look, I didn't know anything about trans people or transitioning, so I was not clued in.
I like how fast you can go from I am a woman.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, bro.
Another one that is a sign that teenage you, young you, or as an adult, I don't know, because it can happen whenever. Growing your hair out. I'm sorry. You did this for boy reasons.
Yeah, no, I did it for COVID reasons, in all fairness.
Yeah.
I did it as part of a stream bit, so honestly, plausible deniability there.
Sometimes off stream, like just day to day, Finn will grab like a wrench or
Yeah.
like, you know, a spanner and just use his hair to like tie it up so he's just holding it there. If he doesn't have enough hands whilst he's like working around the house, fixing cars.
Yeah, making engines and
Yeah.
shooting RPGs.
Before, I think it was like a week or even a few days before I actually was like, okay, fine, I'm trans. I shaved my head.
That's didn't that like, as soon as you did realize, doesn't that
Yeah.
like you up?
Yeah.
You're like, damn, that's a huge mistake.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
had long hair
strange.
before that. I had like a friend and stuff. It was really cringe.
That's what wait, what do you mean that's really cringe?
No,
Like,
no, it wasn't like your hair. It was like
Well-
emo hair.
Have you seen my old hair?
Yeah, it's cringe. Another one. If this also happened to me, having the thoughts of like, if I had a choice, if I was born again, if I, you know, woke up the next morning, I'd be a girl. I genuinely said this to somebody and did not think it meant anything. Like, apparently I was a little bit tipsy and I told them like, yeah, like if I had a choice, like I would be a girl, of course I would. And they were like,
Well, wait, what?
I was like, what do you mean? Like, that's normal.
That's fine.
That's fine. And they were like,
Mm.
and then I transed.
I've never
Like,
had that.
because of that conversation.
I've had like it might be easier.
It's not.
It's not. You know, I've had that. I've said like, it's probably way easier. You could probably make
Really?
way more money because I just started OnlyFans and I went, oh, I don't even have to. I don't even have to be a girl for that one. And then. Did you ever get asked by like guy friends or something at the time before transition, like, oh, what would you do if you were like had boobs? Did you ever get
No.
asked that? Oh, damn. I figured
Did
that'd be a
you?
good answer. Yeah.
What was your answer?
Well, my answer was stupid at the time. My answer would have just been like, look at him, bro.
If I looked at my face for too long in a mirror,
Yeah.
I would dissociate.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, I would be staring at myself, and then I would be like, I'm not this.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know how to
weird.
explain it. That's the easiest way to explain it. I'd be staring at myself, like, in the camera, like here, and if I did it for long enough, my brain would, I don't know, it's like out of body. You're like, I'm not, like, I'm the voice in my head, but I'm not this body. I don't have that anymore.
Oh, I have that now. About me now.
Do you?
Yeah, I should be like giant. I should look down and see like the Rock. Careful when you touch my arm just in case it
Yeah.
explodes. Like a anime. Don't do that looks so on camera, that was so exciting.
Ash, edit it bigger.
Yo.
This one is pretty general, but it is also a sign. Feeling weird around older men. Or men in general.
What do you mean weird?
So, feeling like you don't fit in, feeling like it's a bit strange,
Weird.
feeling like you don't know how to interact with them. That's a big one. Like, you don't know the culture, you don't know how to talk, you don't feel confident, you feel like shy, you don't know how to converse.
That's where you got me. I don't know how to do that with anyone.
That's a different thing.
I am autistic. Apparently.
Apparently.
Apparently, if you hit all the signs.
I had a meltdown before this video because I didn't know what was happening. It means nothing. Playing with girls' toys. That makes sense. I used to have brass dolls. But we were only allowed, my parents only let me have the boy ones.
I had Power Rangers and made them have sex with each other.
I used to take the clothes off of Action Man.
I was joking, by the way.
Oh, really? I wasn't. Being trans is weird because all these like signs are like so obvious retroactively. I was like super busy in childhood having a bad one, so I didn't really like I was busy having a bad childhood, so I didn't acknowledge any of this stuff, and I didn't know what transiting was, and I didn't
True.
I had too much on. And then when you actually realize, you're like, oh, all those things mean that.
People that stumbled across this video and watched it all the way to the end that
Sorry.
that are not trans or thought so before the video ended.
That's a sign. I have a lot of people be like, I'm cis, I don't know why I'm watching this. Yeah, you do. Now you do.
You ever looked at the stats on TikTok of what the male and female
Yeah,
audience is?
yeah. I wonder if it
trust that.
changes over time.
Like over time, you skip forward like a year and that 50-50 male female is like 90-10.
Asha, add in trans hypnotism right now.
Yeah, okay. Buy thigh highs.
Thank you for watching the video.
Untrue.
If you have any of these signs and symptoms, go to your local priest.
Bye.
Okay, now. Go back to your kennel. Good boy.
There's no
Good
lights
boy,
in
come
there.
on, boy. Sleep time.
There's no
Nighttime.
oxygen in there.
Make sure you go pee first. I crashed my first car.
Have you been weaponizing your porn?
If you ever transition thanks to my videos, you owe me $10.